Welcome! Today we're going to make something really cool, a smart servo motor with an Arduino. Basically, this servo will learn how to move from our movements. But let me show you what I mean. So here we have our servo that grew an arm, and we have a computer that is on the Arduino serial monitor. Now I just have to specify the movements recording resolution, and basically we're talking about the frames per second, and then press enter to start the movements recording. So let's suppose that we need to teach our servo to move from 0 to 90 degrees fast and to move from 90 to 180 degrees pretty slow. So let's type in the serial monitor 60, which is 60 frames per second, then press enter and move the servo. Okay, now the recording is ended. Let's press P and then enter to replay. As you can see, the servo recorded our movements and now it's repeating them. Now let's try again, but I'll do random movements. So let's enter the FPS and then hit enter. Now let's press P to replay and then enter. And as you can see, the servo is repeating exactly what I did before. So with this program, you can teach a servo whatever movements you need to do, like the servo was a person in real life basically. So how can you do this? Let's see what happens in the servo. We are now inside the servo, and this is the servo controller board. It should have some kind of H-bridge to move the motor in both clockwise and counterclockwise directions. And then there is the controller, which knows the servo's position through this potentiometer here. And this potentiometer is directly connected to the rotor. So we need to solder a cable to this pin here. I have a white wire. Behind there is the pin. Then we need to connect this cable to an analog input on the Arduino. Doing this, we can get on the Arduino the servo's position in real time. Before doing anything, make sure that your servo is powered with 5 volts or below. Otherwise, you'll need other circuitry to step down the voltage coming from the potentiometer. Now, let me briefly explain you the code. Of course, both code and diagram are available in the video description. The principle here is very simple. We have a very big array here that can store multiple integer values, and here we'll store the position from the servo's potentiometer during the recording session. Since the array will be stored into the Arduino's RAM, if you use, for example, an Arduino Mega that has more RAM than the Uno, you can make longer recordings with the same FPS. When the execution starts, we need to move the servo all the way down to 0 degrees. Take the servo's potentiometer value in this position, and then move the servo to 180 degrees. And do the same thing, so take again the servo's potentiometer value. Then we need to calculate the delay to obtain the FPS that the user wants. The fact that I'm getting the FPS value and the start replay commands from the serial monitor is just to make everything fancier. You can declare the FPS value in an integer value and do the same calculation to get the needed delay between every frame. Then there are two fundamental functions here: record and replay. The first one gets as inputs the array in which we're going to record the positions, the array dimension, the recording resolution, which is the value that we calculated before, and the analog input on the Arduino in which we connected the servo's potentiometer. Then, for every position available in the array, we need to store the real-time value from the potentiometer. That needs to be rescaled on the actual servo's potentiometer, 0 and 180 degrees values that we find before when the execution started. The delay here will determine the FPS, of course. The other function, replay, is very similar. But this time, instead of reading the values from the potentiometer, we're going to move the actual servo. So this function will have all the same inputs, but instead of recording pin, it will have the servo to move, of course. When the array is ended, and so the replay is ended, the function will detach the servo, so we can move it freely again for another recording. Of course, we need to attach the servo before calling the replay function, otherwise it will not move. If you have any question, if you have any idea on how to remix this project, or if you have done it like I did, just write your thoughts down in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, like this video if you want to see more projects like this one and even better ones, and share it to everyone interested.